Hello, I am part of Network Jungle family and I like to welcome you to CCNA routing and switching. Let's begin. Today we will discuss the STP protocol. So STP protocol is nothing but spanning tree protocol. When the loop occurs in layer 2 protocol, it can prevent. Why it is loop happen in the layer 2 protocol? Mostly we need the redundancy for the single point of failure. And it prevents the network service in the infra. Redundant networks need physical path and logical redundancy is the part of the design. Ethernet LANs must maintain a low free topology providing only a single path between the any two devices. If there is more than one path is connected between the two devices, it can occur the loops. Let's start with the practice. So I need 3 switches. Okay. Before that, you need to get the MAC address of the VLAN 1. So 0030. 0030. I can only writing the first 3. This is also 0030. 0050. Here you can see the MAC address of the first 4 hexadecimal digit 0030 F2A9. Here 0030 F2 CB. Which one is the lower? A9 is the lower, CB is the higher. F2 CB F2 A9. Here, so STP process is running based on the spanning tree algorithm. It can the 4-step process. First one is the root bridge. Second one is it can elect the root port. Third one is the designated port. And fourth one is the alternate port. Alternate port is nothing but the block port. It can block the loop. These are the 4 election process in the spanning tree protocol based on the spanning tree algorithm. Let's see one by one in detail. First step is the root bridge. Second step is the root port. Third one is the designated port. Fourth one is the alternate port. Let's see in detail. Here, first election process, root bridge. Root bridge, it can send the BPDU packets. BPDU. It's nothing but bridge protocol data unit. It can send the BPDU packets every 2 seconds to all the switches in the infra. It contains the BED information of the protocol priority value and MAC address and yesterday VLAN ID. So which one having the lowest priority value, it can elect the root bridge. You can see. First we need to verify the command. Go to the enable. So spanning tree. There is no spanning trees exist. First we need to connect the cable between the this switch and this switch. Here now it can send the BPDU packets between the two switches. Before that, it can show the no spanning tree. Now we can see the BPD packet. So BPD packets contain the priority value and MAC address. This bridge is the root bridge. Why it is the become like the root bridge? Because here you can compare the two switches of the spanning tree priority value. Switch 4 is the left side. Here, both the switches having the same priority value. Both switches having the same priority value, but the MAC address is 0030 F2A9 05B1 00500 F3C 749E. So which switch having the lowest MAC address? This one. It is having the higher MAC address. By comparing the value 0030 is greater than 0050. By default, all the priority value of the switch is greater. So next time we need to take the election process based on the MAC address. Here, this left side switch is the lowest MAC address. It can elect the root bridge. This acts as the root bridge. This information is sent to all the switches. Here you can see this is the root ID. This is the root ID. Which one is the root bridge? It can send the information to the every switch. I am the root bridge of the network. Then which port is connected? Port 25 is connected for the switch 4. You can see the hello time for 20 seconds and forward delay 15 seconds and the maximum edge is 20 seconds. We can modify those value. Why it is system ID extended VLAN 1 is by default all the VLAN value is 1. Here it shows 1. Now we connect the another switch to check which one is the root bridge. You can see. So now we created the loop in the switches. It automatically blocked the one port by Cisco protocol. Here you can see the one port is blocked. It shows the yellow color. You can compare between the switches. So 0030, 0050, F2A9. This one is the root bridge. After that, if any switches came into the infra, it can compare the MAC address of the value as well as the priority value. You can compare which one having the lowest MAC address 0030 F2A9. Here F2A9. A is the lower value, C is the higher value. A is the 10, C is the 12. So it becomes the root bridge. Based on the MAC address value. Now, if the root bridge is connected to the opposite network, it becomes the root port. This is the second election process. Which one switch having the root bridge? Then opposite port is connected to the every switch is having the root port. Third one, destinated port. In root bridge connected the ports are destinated ports. Why it is called destinated port is nothing. Destinated port means so all the packets are, if any user is sitting this location, any user is sitting this location, so all the data traffic transferred via the destinated port. That's why we can define the destinated port. The packets will travel only the root bridge via destinated port. Now, how the alternate port happens? Now we discuss that. Here, the yellow color defines the alternate path. Then every switch is having the destinated port. This root bridge having the destinated port. In root bridge connected the opposite port is called root port. Then every switch is having the one destinated port. Here, this is the destinated port. Let's take the scenario. For example, if user sitting this path, then user want to send the traffic to the outside of the internet. This is the root bridge. By default, you can see the cost of the every path. Here you can see the cost of the path is 4. So I can mention the every path 4, 4, 4. For example, user wants to send the traffic to the internet via the root bridge. What is the total cost? It's 8. Then this is the first path. Second one is the switch file is directly sent to the root bridge via this path. This is the second path. The cost of the second path is 4. Which one having the lowest cost? It can prefer the path, then it can block the remaining path. So that's why it becomes the alternate port. It can block based on the internal path cost calculation. So that's why it becomes the alternate port. Then fourth election process is the alternate port. Let's take the table to see how the spanning tree is calculated. Here, this bridge is the root bridge. Then it having the lowest MAC address, so that's why it became the root bridge. I already told hello time, that is the BPDU packet. It sends the packet information like priority value, MAC address, and extended system VLAN ID. This three information it can send the every 2 seconds. Then it having the 50 seconds delay, and the maximum age limit is 20 seconds. Here you can see Gigabit Ethernet 2, Gigabit Ethernet 1. So Gigabit 2 is the destinated port. I already told this one is the destinated port. Then this is the forwarding the frame to the outside. Then this cost value is 44. Priority value 128.26, 128.25. Next. These two are destinated port. Here This switch MAC address is 0030F2CB E9AA. By comparing between the MAC address, this one is the lowest value, it became the root bridge. Then which one is the root bridge? It can send the information to all the switches. I am the root bridge and then root ID informations. It is connected via port 26. Port 26 is the first 24 ports, then 25, 26 ports is the gigabit Ethernet 0/2. You can see. I already told here gigabit Ethernet 0/2, gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Which switch is connected is connected from the root bridge? It is the root port. Here you can see the root. It is the forwarding the frame. The cost of the path is 4. Likewise, this one is the destination port. Then last switch. You can see 0050 0F3C749E is the corresponding switch 5 MAC address VLAN 1 address. Priority value is the same for all switches. That's why it take the priority based on the MAC address value. Here you can see gigabit Ethernet 0/1 is the root port. I already told which port is connected from the root bridge. It is called root port. Then alternate port. So alternate port, it will block the frames to prevent the loops in the infra. I hope you can understand the detailed concept of the spanning tree protocol, how the election processes happen between the switches based on the BPD value. Let's see the next jungle video. I hope you can understand the concept, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and enjoy the journey with Network Jungle. Thank you.